Clinton lineup. The Yellow Jackets wearing white trimmed in gold tonight. Heber Springs wearing their black uniforms. I think that's a special occasion night for Heber. They're wearing all black trimmed in white with a little bit of red around the numbers. And we're set for basketball here. Yellow Jackets 12-7 overall coming in, 5-1 in conference play, one game behind Little Rock Christian. Heber Springs comes in 7-7 overall, 2-4 in conference play. Head coach Judson Smith, his first season as head coach of the Yellow Jackets, and this is his alma mater as he comes home to Heber Springs. Jordan Riley, head coach of Heber Springs in his second season here, but he also coached girls at Two Rivers and at Batesville Southside. He's from a basketball family. His father, Alvin Riley, longtime successful coach at Bologna, actually started about 25 years ago here at Heber coaching boys. And also his sister is the junior girls coach down at Greenbrier. So the Rileys are a coaching basketball family. These two teams met back on December the 3rd in the finals of the Joe Mallet Classic at Conway St. Joseph, and the Yellow Jackets won that night by a score of 55-43 to win the tournament championship. Other than that, these two teams had not played since November 26th of 2019, a 71-35 win for Clinton.
Tip controlled by the Yellow Jackets, but they're going to turn it over on the offensive end of the floor. Back to the Panthers. They're dressed tonight. Oh, steal. Brody Emberton trying to get down the floor. 3 Panthers. He's going to get by 2 and put it off the rim. Good. Brody Emberton gets the first basket of the ball game, an early 2-point lead. Panthers in, I guess that's a home black. I don't know if that's a regular color for them this year. Red and white, they're traditional colors. Throw in a black, usually for trim. It's got the Yellow Jackets in white, trimmed in black and gold tonight. If you're watching, I think we've got the YouTube stream restored. And stay with us if you're watching on the KSBQ Sports YouTube channel. And the Yellow Jacket defense, that 1-3-1, long and lean. Emberton at the top. Hensley in the middle. Ball gets knocked away. Emberton has it. Get down the floor. May turn into 2-on-1. Dishes to Widener. Off the glass. Good. And a 4-point lead.
Yellow Jackets coming off a dominating performance last Friday night at Pulaski Academy, a 22-point win over the Bruins. They were off Tuesday and fresh and ready to go tonight.
And a foul inside defending goes against the Yellow Jackets, first of the ball game. I think it's the first. They've got 4 on the scoreboard. Team fouls against the Yellow Jackets, but that goes against Kyler. I said Kyler. That's Russ Hensley. Kyler Hensley is here tonight, former Yellow Jacket, former Harding Bison basketball player. He's in attendance. Saw him earlier. Russ picks up the foul. Springs at the line. His lad choked.
If you remember, the Yellow Jackets started the season 0-4 and are now 12-7 on the year. They've gone 12-3 since then, getting better each and every day.
Missing both free throws. Heber Springs yet to get on the board. Yellow Jacket basketball. Widener, they leave him open. It's the 3. It's just short off the rim. Rebound, Heber Springs. Outlet pass across midcourt. Defense back. All in on a wing. Again, Emberton at top. Widener's on the opposite wing. Hensley in the middle. And Ethan Biggs down low. He'll run sideline to sideline in the corner, depending on where the ball goes. Pass inside, up high, too high. And it sails out of bounds on the Panthers. The student section, the cheer squad. Turnover. Clinton's got that 4-point lead in the ball. 6:06 in the first.
Heber, on the other hand, 7-7. And they've kind of been in a little bit of disarray lately. They've had one of their starters has left the program and had a couple of players injured. In fact, one day this week they practiced with only 7 players.
Inside to Hensley. He's triple teamed, trying to get it out to a teammate. Needs some help. Ball gets knocked away. It's on the court, and the Panthers pick it up. Quickly, going the other way. Russ back to defend. Carter Holland blocks the shot up in the air, but I believe he's going to be whistled for the foul, the sophomore for the Yellow Jackets.
Looked like that was clearly out of the shooter's hands, but got called for the foul. In fact, Coach Riley said one day this week to have practice, he had 5 7th graders on the floor playing defense to simulate Clinton's defense, 1-3-1 zone. He said, there's not a whole lot of 7th graders that are 6'5", so it was really hard to imitate Clinton's defense.
Clinton is long and lean this year. Players on the floor. Substitution. Biggs is out and into the ball game. Dawson Burgess You don't give up any height there. Maybe you add some to this lineup with Burgess coming in. Widener splits to the defender, misses, shot, rebound. Heber Springs outlet pass. Holland back to defend, slide, shoot. Foul called high off the glass. Good. Count it. And the free throw chance at a three-point play.
I'm really not sure what Carter Holland could have done any different there. He just stood there in the lane, and Eli Riggs goes in and scores, going to get the basket and go to the line. Now, when these two teams played back in December, number 14, Eli Riggs, was the most productive player for Heber against Clinton, and that's going to be already the second foul on Carter Holland. Carter had a great game on Friday against Pulaski Academy, and he's going to have to take a seat here early in this one. But the shooter at the line now was the most productive player for Heber against Clinton the first time. In fact, he got inside the lane and worked in some post area, not very tall, but he was able to either get a shot off or draw a foul.
And the free throw, 4-3. Gus Scroggins in the ballgame. He'll attempt a three. It won't go. He returns the rebound. They'll have a chance to take the lead, this time down the floor. Cross midcourt, quickly on the right. Scroggins to defend. He brings just height in as well for this Yellow Jacket lineup. Forces the Panthers a little bit deeper on the floor. They'll have to look how they're going to attack that 1-3-1 zone defense. They get it to the left side, near the corner. Shot up won't go, back to the rim. Kind of positioning for the rebound. And they may have whistled Gus Scroggins. He comes away with the ball, but the Yellow Jackets will be whistled for a push. Coach Shetson Smith will walk down the floor.
I was telling Jeff I can't hear a word he's saying right now.
Uh-oh.
I think we're on the air, but my headphone is not picking you up.
Let's see. We're getting text messages. Sometimes that's an alert that something's going on. We can hear Mike super loud. Jeff was just real quiet. You can't hear him, so I don't know. We'll see if we can adjust that. What we can do here. And on the dribble, Scroggins defending, but high in the air on the arch. Shot is good. Panthers' first lead of the night.
Yeah, I've got you now.
Widener, top of the key. Scroggins in the corner. Hensley's down low, bounce past Widener, stepping down to the high. Hensley, his three from the corner. Good! Russ Hensley for three. The big man steps out. 7-5 the lead.
Yellow Jackets in their custom as of late, that 1-3-1 zone defense.
Brody Emerton's going to run through a defensive screen, and Panther goes to the floor.
You don't see that very often against a zone defense, but Heber ran a screen against a zone defense. Usually you run that against man-to-man, but they tried to screen off. Brody causes the guard so much trouble, guard to guard. They decided to come up and screen him, try to take him out of the play.
Tried it again, but the pass picked off by Burgess. Ahead to Widener, down the floor, 3-on-3. Cross the lane, past Emberton. He's fouled on the shot attempt. Brody Emberton to the free throw line. 4 minutes in the first quarter. The lead is 7-5.
Already 5 team fouls on the Yellow Jackets. Parker Brown, one of their starters, out for the year. He got hurt on the week number 9 of the football season. I think the outstanding sophomore Liam Buffalo also out. And then they had a player leave the program in the last couple of weeks.
Free throws to Emberton. Hey, it's Coach Post. Hey, it's Abigail Parks. We got to talk to both of them before the night's over.
I think Abigail Parks could make one from here. She's so hot tonight. 8 threes tonight, Abigail. 26 points on the night. Just a couple away from the state record.
Shot up by Heber Springs. You guys don't get too far away. We'll get you before the night's over. Hey, three-point basket by the Panthers. They tie it at 8 with 3:30 remaining in the first. And just like that, we got a ball game here early. The boys contest. Hensley for another three-pointer. I think this was blocked out of bounds. And should be with the Yellow Jackets. I think that's what the official says.
I think the Yellow Jackets right now are kind of settling for some threes, but I think at any time Clinton could probably score on the inside once they decide to assert themselves on the inside.
Quickly, left to right. Burgess for three. Won't go. Tipped up in the air. And the Panthers knocked away. Brody Emberton dumps it inside. Hensley up and in. Russ for two. 10-8. Russ Hensley with 5. And the Panthers will walk it up. Cross midcourt. Emberton out high. Long three-point attempt from the left side. Good! Back-to-back threes by Heber puts the Panthers in front, 11-10, 2:40 to go in the first. Burgess behind the three-point line, dribbles in back to Russ. He's got the hot hand. This one just short off the rim, going out of bounds. Emberton tries to save it, but he had a foot on the line. It belongs to the Panthers.
I think Heber knows their best bet is to back up in a 2-1-2 zone, which they're doing, and basically saying, hey, here, Clinton, shoot the threes all you want to, trying to take away the inside game. And so far, that's what happened. The Yellow Jackets trail only by one here, though, but I think that's the strategy for Heber. We want you to shoot it from the outside.
The three-pointer by Heber bounces around, falls off the rim. Burgess to Widener. It's up to the free throw line. Zane gets it back, fakes, drives, pulls up, spins, shoots in the lane. Two-point attempt won't go into the hands of Burgess. Shot off the glass, misses. Rebound Heber Springs. Dawson reaches in, tries to tie up, but Heber Springs able to clear. Under 2 minutes in the first.
They are shading that zone defense, though. Anywhere Brody Emberton goes, they do shade his direction. They do know he can shoot them out of that zone.
Panthers deep on the floor. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce pass inside, trying to get the high post. Gets away. Clinton comes up with it. Widener across midcourt. Defense in front of him. Over to Scroggins, into the corner to Hensley. Turn, square, shoot, and score. Russ with another three. He's got 8 of the 13, and it's a 2-point lead. Just over a minute to go.
I'm going to say Russell had that shot anytime he wants it. He's knocked it down twice. He's got 8. And the Jackets lead by 2.
And he does not hesitate tonight here in the first quarter. High post, left side, fake, get the three. Shot blocked in the air by Widener, and Clinton comes away with it. Burgess has it over to Emberton. 45 seconds first quarter. The 2-point lead across midcourt. Zone defense in front of him. Up to Burgess in the lane. Defender knocks it away. Dawson gets it back. Up off the glass. Good. 15-11. 30 seconds first quarter.
4 players already scored him out for Clinton.
Bounce pass into the corner. Out of bounds. Heber Springs throws it away. Kind of the Panthers, it's been either knocked down a couple of threes or maybe a turnover against this Yellow Jacket defense, throwing a couple of shots. So defending well, this 1-3-1 for Clinton. 10 seconds. Yellow Jacket ball. Widener keeps his dribble. He's into the lane. Back out to Scroggins. Open three. It's up just short off the rim. Rebound Heber Springs. 5 seconds. 4, 3. They'll get near midcourt. The shot's up in the air, and it won't go. The first quarter has come to an end. Both teams led, but it's Clinton in front by 4 after 1. 15-11. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Thank you.
My colleague Jeff Hall back at the Panther Den in Heber Springs. The Yellow Jackets jump out to a 15-11 lead here at the end of the first quarter. Heber pretty much played just probably about as well as they could play, and then look up at the scoreboard, and the Yellow Jackets still lead by 4, so that's a good sign for Clinton here on the road. If you just tuned in, Lady Yellow Jackets with a big win in the first game tonight, and now the Yellow Jackets looking for a sweep. In fact, the Yellow Jackets have swept their last 4 conference games and looking for number 5 tonight. That goes back to Bauxite, Lone Oak, Little Rock, Christian, and Heber Springs tonight. And Heber has it to open the second quarter.
Panthers, soft spot on the baseline. Back out for the three-point attempt. It's high arch. It's up. It won't go. Hensley with a rebound. Doing it on the defensive end as well. Widener up to Burgess. Dribbles, kick out. Emerton, fake a three. Keep it behind the three-point line. Widener, he'll pull up, shoot the three. In and out, won't go. Heber Springs with a rebound. Zane likes to take him off the dribble when he gets the opportunity. May have to figure out this Heber Springs zone. Not quite as easily maybe to weave his way in there opposed to a man-to-man defense. There's a kick out of bounds by Dawson Burgess. We talked about the number of kicked balls defensively by the Yellow Jackets since Pulaski Academy. Well, we talked to Judson Smith after the ball game. I think that was kind of a point of emphasis on that night.
It shows activity on defense that you're playing hard when you either kick a ball or get a hand, get a touch on a ball. Probably if you go both just by touches, the Yellow Jackets probably had over 20 on Friday night against Pulaski Academy, and looking for that again tonight.
Panthers take it just outside the lane, outside, inside, trying to toss it out again. There's a three-point attempt on the move. Shot up won't go, but an offside rebound saves the possession. Another three just left of the top. He's short off the rim. Dawson Burgess with a rebound. Looks like Heber maybe they anticipate getting in trouble against that big defensive lineup for Clinton once they do get it inside. So they're looking for a quick pass out behind the three-point line, maybe try to knock one down. They hit two there the first quarter late. That's their last two field goals. Brody Emerton catches just outside the left side of the lane. He gets two, 17-11.
Yeah, that time good ball movement against the zone. They wasn't just going to settle for a three, and they got a flash cut by Brody Emerton off the backside wide open. He pulled up and hit it from the middle of the lane. Heber's strategy you can see tonight, you can understand it with a disadvantage. Going to play slow, deliberate on offense, try to milk the clock, and on defense they're going to try to back up in the zone, force Clinton to beat them from the outside.
Dump it inside on the pass. Overhead shot there, kind of a reverse, using the body as a shield, but it misses. Clinton comes away with it. Long pass into the corner. Dawson Burgess fakes, drives. Ball knocked away from behind, loose on the floor. Heber Springs comes up with it. 5:40 in the second quarter. Clinton leading 17-11. Dylan Jones in the ball game.
Really almost no post players really inside for Heber either. They just spreading around the perimeter.
Three-point attempt, right wing, up, won't go. High rebound. Dawson Burgess over to Dylan Jones.
We saw Heber the first time. They tried to work the ball inside quite a bit. So far tonight, everything from the perimeter.
Emberton. He's a scorer. He goes up high for the three, knocks it down. It's 20-11. The Panthers won a timeout. 5:06 remain in the second. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
The Yellow Jackets led 15-11 into the first quarter. They've outscored the Heber at 5-0 out of the shoot here in the second quarter. They lead 20-11 as they go for the sweep here tonight.
It's Coach Tammy
against
Hodges
Heber
Johnson.
Springs.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Coach Post has tonight said that if we sweep these games, he will jump in the lake. So I am holding him to that challenge tonight. He is going to jump in the lake.
Would that be tomorrow? Oh, tonight. Even better when it's below freezing. He's all in.
That's assistant coach Tammy Hodges Johnson. That's state champion Tammy Hodges Johnson for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Gus Scroggins' three-point attempt won't go. Offside rebound to Heber Springs. Leading 20-11, 4.5 minutes remaining before the halftime break.
Yeah, we talked about some of those great Yellow Jacket teams and the records. That 83 state championship and also 84 back to the state tournament. They're, I think, fourth on the list. The 84 seniors, fourth on the list all time.
2-point attempt by Heber Springs. Good. 20-30. 4 minutes. Second quarter.
Schultz got 4.
Emberton inside the lane, draws 2 defenders. He's got a height advantage. He elevates. This shot's going to roll off the rim. Rebound to Heber Springs.
Jackets have played most of the first half without Carter Holland. Got 2 early fouls.
3-point attempt misses. Widener with it.
Last 2 ball games the Yellow Jackets have played, they've put 4 players in double figures. And there's Widener for 3.
3-point field goal, 23-30.
If Widener makes that shot from 15 to 18 feet, the Yellow Jackets almost unstoppable.
3 minutes, 15 seconds, second quarter. Defense forcing the Panther offense deep on the floor. Drop it low on the baseline, soft spot, couple defenders. Force them to toss it back out. 10 seconds on the play clock. Emberton at the top of that 1-3-1. 5 seconds, cross-court pass. 3 seconds, got to get it off. Ball knocked away by Burgess, and Clinton comes away with it. Dylan Jones back to Widener across midcourt, under 3 in the second. See if Zane wants to pull up. He's going to dribble, pull up now for the 2-point attempt, and be whistled for the travel. 23-13, and Carter Holland returns for the ball game. It's started the night. Those 2 quick fouls, as you said, and returns to 2:43 to go in the second. Dylan Jones out.
And Heber, as we said, content to walk it across the timeline and try to take time off the clock. And they throw it into the student section. Nice play by a cheerleader down there. I think the Jackets like maybe to get on a run here, maybe not to knock this one out before the half. They lead by 10, still 2.5 left in the first half.
Holland, right, left, draws a defender, passes off. Widener in the lane, shot just short off the front of the rim. Emberton with the rebound, forces up the putback. Won't go, but he's fouled. They'll send Brody Emberton to the free throw line.
All right, Jeff Hall, the number tonight is 7. Clinton Yellow Jacket football team went 7-3 this year. They went to the playoffs for the 7th straight year. They beat Heber Springs for the 7th straight time this year. If you go back to 2015, the Yellow Jackets have beat Heber Springs in basketball 6 straight times. So the number tonight is 7. 7 football wins. 7 football wins over Heber. 7 trips to the playoffs. And 7 basketball victories in a row. If the Yellow Jackets can finish this one off.
And the senior Emberton, he'll go 1 for 2, doing his part here in the first half, 24-13. Brody's got, got 7 points in the first half.
Got 9.
Widener with 9. Widener with 5. Russ Hensley with 8. 2-point attempt. Panthers won't go. They're all back. Nobody to rebound but the Yellow Jackets and Emberton. 2 minutes, second quarter. 4 players behind the 3-point line. Russ Hensley's back in the ballgame. Low post. He takes the pass from Burgess. Defender behind him. He'll toss it back out. Burgess has a 3. Do you get an assist on that? When you take the pass to the low post, they double team you. You kick it right back out to the wingman, and he knocks down a 3.
You get the assist on that. 5 threes for the Yellow Jackets. And they continue to try to screen Brody Emberton up there on the top. Wow.
Oh, and we're going to get the defender.
I think they thought Dawson fouled early, but the offensive player
Clinton's
going to forearm into Dawson's face.
They're going to get upset if this goes against Burgess. That's the call. They say Dawson Burgess fouled, but what you saw from the Clinton fans' perspective is you saw almost a clothesline forearm from the Panther defender.
I think the call right there might have been call a blocking foul on Burgess and then call a flagrant foul on Heber Springs. That might have been the best call there. Both teams get something out of it because that definitely was a flagrant forearm to the face of Dawson Burgess.
And the crowd and Coach Judson Smith relatively quiet compared to what you might have thought what might have erupted there. Heber Springs at the line. They missed the free throws. They can't take advantage of it. Still Clinton 27-13 with a minute and a half remaining in the second quarter. Widener Hard one-handed pass to Scroggins. Back to Zane, but it's into the passing lane. Picked off by the Panthers. They'll have a run out. Off the glass, good. 27-15. Quickly, Widener down the floor. Behind the back, free throw line, right, left, spin in the lane, switch to the right hand, shot won't go, gets his own rebound, the follow, and puts it up and over the front of the rim. 29-15.
Zane has 7, and the Jackets lead by 14.
Under a minute to play. Into the post, knocked away. Yellow Jacket basketball. Scroggins, Widener. Zane across midcourt. Gus for 3 off the pass from Widener. Good. Gus Scroggins for 3. 32-15. Biggest lead of the night for the Yellow Jackets. 30 seconds to go in the second quarter.
6 first-half threes for the team. And the Jackets lead by 17. And they've about put this Heber crowd to sleep here in the first half.
Short off the rim. Rebound Hensley, 15 seconds. Clinton will have the final shot. Widener bringing it down. It's kind of settled into that the last several games for Clinton, with Widener kind of bringing it down, setting the offense to point. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Double team, scramble into the corner. Scroggins back to Brody Emberton. Three-pointer up. Won't go. And that'll do it. A big first half by the Clinton Yellow Jacket senior boys. They lead the Heber Springs Panthers here on their home court, 32-15. Halftime break. We'll see what we can round up. Maybe Coach Matthew Post, maybe Abigail Park. She's got cheerleading duties as well. We'll see what we can do. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Hi, I'm Joey Dobbs with State Farm Insurance here in Clinton. We are proud to support Clinton Yellow Jacket sports, and we're here to support you on and off the field. For surprisingly great rates on auto, home, life, and supplemental health insurance, stop by today. We're located just off of Highway 65 before the Little Red River next to H&R Block. Give us a call at 745-6323 or visit our website at calljoeydobbs.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters: Joe and Hash, Artelco, Troy Gorshowski of Edward Jones, by Clinton Real Estate, and by the Webb Family Auction, Penny Jean Fiber, and by First Service Bank of Clinton. Tonight's game brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters on KHPQ.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The same week twice, so that's good.
Hey, we're back, I think, on air. If you tuned in here for halftime, hey, you're listening to Lance Taylor. Everybody is at the game tonight. I've seen Hall of Famer. I saw H.C. Wallace walk by. Coaches, Coach Reed is here. Coach Ricky Cooper's here. Who else is here? And Lance Taylor, Executive Director of the Arkansas Activities Association. He's here tonight. He goes around the state, gets to watch ball games out and about. He's here for Clinton Heber. Folks, again, this atmosphere tonight.
It's a great atmosphere. I've been to 2 games this week, Cabot and Conway, and now here, and this is a great atmosphere. There's a lot of people here and the band, and it's just a good atmosphere. You're right.
Oh, a lot of fun. And through the years it has been with Clinton Heber Springs, but this year especially with both teams very competitive, playing well. What a girls' game that we just saw.
Yes. How many threes did 55 hit?
We had her for 8 tonight. That's Abigail Parks, and we can't get her up to talk yet because she's a cheerleader as well. She's out performing now. You may have the live stream. I don't know if we're positioned on the cheerleaders, but 8 3-pointers, 26. I might have to go check the record book. I don't know if you carry it with you. There is the high school record book. We did have Chelsea Bradley with 10. In a game against Conway Christian about 10 years ago. I don't know if she had led the state at that point or maybe dropped to number 2 or 3, but it's pretty rare when you get that many in a ball game.
Yeah, she might be in the top 10 then.
A lot of fun. Well, hey, folks may not know, you've also been around Yellow Jacket Arena. You're the father-in-law of new boys basketball coach Judson Smith.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He got my daughter and I think they got married in May, so we're very excited. And he's a good young man.
He's back at his home school tonight. He's a Heber Springs Panther graduate. And his sister played in the girls' game. How often do you see that when the coach for one team's sister plays for the other team? That was, I'm sure, fun for the Smith family.
Yes, his dad just came down and sat with me. He was on the other side during the girls' game. Now he switched back over to this side, so it's pretty neat.
Hey, Judson, this is a fun coaching staff. We have so I don't know how they set up the schedule, but Clinton's at home every Tuesday night, and we're on the road every Friday night. Most of those games in Central Arkansas, the Little Rock area. So the coach's place to go after the ball game is they go to chicken place in Conway. Not Slim Chickens, but Cane's Chickens. And so that's the after-game stop for whoever's left on the bus and the radio crew. We get a little post-game talk. And those coaches have a really good camaraderie this year. It's a lot of fun. Of course, they're both successful, so that makes everything else a lot much better.
You bet. Well, I saw, I was there Wednesday night where Conway is going to host the regional. And I'm sure they're excited about that. Tim Bulletin was there representing the school, and he was really excited to get it.
Yeah, just breaking news as you all are able. Tell us how that works, how you determine the regional and state playoff sites in any given sport, basketball, that we're talking about right now.
It's left up to the schools first to bid on them, and if they want to host a regional or state or both, and then the board comes in, and we've got the last 5 years. And so if it's a regional, that's between 2 conferences, so they try to rotate that every year to make it fair. And then with the state tournaments, they also do the same thing. We put the last 5 years, and they try to rotate it around so not the same teams have to travel so far every year. So we try to do what's right for the schools. So
this year, Clinton is awarded the regional basketball tournament, taking Conference 4, Class 4A? I'm not sure. We're going to match up with the 4A conference out of Northeast Arkansas.
That's correct.
And so we'll host that in the postseason. And then what the 4A state tournament awarded to Blytheville. We played football in a playoff game. What was it, 2 years ago or 3 years ago? You can see Missouri from the Blytheville school. It is that far away from us. So we're going to have a good trip. Hopefully both teams can make it to the state, but Blytheville, a good basketball tradition-rich school, looking forward to. You know, Tim came in and he said there's 3 schools that bid on the state tournament. Farmington, Blytheville, and Clinton in the middle. And he said, listen, Blytheville's number 1. Farmington's number 2. We'll host it so they'll have a neutral floor to play on. That's right. There's going to be some good basketball by the time we get down to the end. You saw some tonight. I think the girls' game, Clinton and Heber Springs, the Arkansas Sports Network is here. They're broadcasting the game as well. I think they may have had Clinton and Heber girls in the top 5 by the time the game started tonight, so we'll see how that shakes out. I think Clinton's in the top 10 in boys. As you said, some of those teams down the line like Blytheville and Farmington are really good. Little Rock Christian. Did you get to come to that ball game? No, I've seen them play this year, though. Really good. We're in the conference with them. They're leading the conference. They're undefeated. I think they're expected to go undefeated, maybe challenge for a state championship. Hey, Clinton played them well that night at Yellow Jacket Arena. Nothing to be ashamed about. That's Clinton's only conference loss of the season against a really good Little Rock Christian team. They're good. Their guards are very good and young.
but they're very, very talented.
They got that Williamson kid, don't they? That Corliss Williamson kid on that team, and
then they got the boy that played
Andrews.
for the yes,
they got the Andrews lineman's son there as well.
Yes, and the blocker boy.
That's right. The younger brother of one blocker's already going to the Razorbacks. I met their mom that night. Talked after the ball game. What a fantastic lady. We just had a great visit. I didn't realize who she was till we started talking. The one that's on the team now, I think he's the third. I don't know if they got him one younger than that or not, but
and he's the fourth, right? Yes.
So I said, you all go to a lot of basketball, don't you? She said yes, and so you're going to be hearing that name if you watch the Razorbacks here in years to come. You're going to see Blocker, and then again, you got another one playing high school now. So.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Lance Taylor, Executive Director of the Arkansas Activities Association. We'll look forward to having you around the arena in the weeks ahead.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And the second half, we are back to action. It's Clinton 32, Heber Springs 15. Carter Holland, Ethan Biggs, Russ Hensley, Brody Emberton, and on the floor as well, Zane Widener. 2 points inside by Carter Holland, and it's 34-15.
Carter makes his presence known as he gets right back in the game to start the second half. We got 6 players have scored, and the Yellow Jackets trying to extend some pressure. And I told Coach Post, he was supposed to be the halftime guest. I told him, hey, we bumped you for the big man. The only guy that outranks you tonight is Lance Taylor, the head of the AAA.
Shot blocked by Holland. And it's going to come down off the foot of a Yellow Jacket. Belongs to the Panthers. And I think he got stolen away early by another broadcast team just to our right. Everybody wants to talk to Coach Post after a night like tonight and that big victory. So it's going to be fun in the weeks to come. Boy, if there's crowds like this, that's going to make it even better in the weeks to come.
Yeah, I think the Yellow Jackets had the larger crowd tonight when it began. And, man, the Heber crowd is starting to filter out. Definitely the much bigger crowd now. And you know you put them to sleep when you look down the student section, they're looking at their phones.
2-point shot won't go. Clinton with a rebound. (34-15), the Yellow Jacket lead. In the lane, Emberton, couple defenders. Again, he gets up. He's able to score. Brody Emberton, again, he can just elevate and get up, kind of create a shot, and it's 36-15.
And Brody now in double figures with 11. And there was backcourt, I think, but I don't know.
What, Clinton a man-to-man defense now? Looks like. Going to drive the lane. Good fake inside. Able to score off the glass. 36-17.
I don't know if y'all mentioned Lance Taylor. That's head coach Judson Smith's father-in-law. Yellow Jackets get the regional tournament, and I think Philip Jones said that your marriage finally paid off.
2-pointer by Zane Widener.
Zane now with 9.
38-17. And Everton with the ball, still down the floor, puts it behind his back to get by one defender, gets a second defender in the air, gets the shot off. He's fouled. That's going to be on the floor, though. Clinton basketball. Another administrator with us tonight, athletic director head Chris DeFran. I guess that means he's going to be in charge of the regional basketball tournament when we get there and try to get all that organized.
He's tournament director now.
It's a lot of work. Don't let them fool you. They'll need a lot of volunteers, and it'll be a fun time. Come tournament time. Shot up, won't go. Biggs with the rebound, the putback. He's fouled. He'll have a chance at a three-point play as Ethan Biggs kind of pumps his fist, and he goes to the free throw line.
And now 7 different Yellow Jackets have scored tonight, and the Yellow Jackets lead by 23. And Angela Bradford, she loves those regional tournaments. And she will put on top-of-the-line show there, the Yellow Jacket Hive, for 4 nights. That'll be at the end of February, the final week of February, and it'll be, I think, a Wednesday through Saturday event. The state tournament's at Blytheville. I hate the trip, but I hope we get to do it.
Off the miss. Now it's Heber Springs basketball. And Widener's going to steal it away. He's across midcourt. He's on the right. He's got a defender. He'll toss it up high for Emberton. Good catch. Score.
Wow.
And foul called on the Panthers.
I'm not sure what's better, the pass or the catch and the score. That was a remarkable play by two great athletes, Zane Widener, Brody Emerton. We've seen them do their dunks, but, man, that was an elite play right there.
Free throw good, 43-17. Yellow Jackets continuing to pull away here early in the second half. 5:20 remaining in the third quarter.
14 now for Emerton. And here we go again.
Widener that takes the pass to Brody Emerton, goes up for the dunk, can't go. Hensley for the follow, tipped, won't go. Heber Springs with it now, across midcourt. Defense back. Panthers on the drive. Shot off the glass, good. 2 points for Heber Springs.
Xander Lindley with the basket. That's the quarterback we saw this year for the Heber Springs Panthers.
Hensley's three won't go. Panthers with the rebound. Pass ahead across midcourt.
Pace is having to pick up a little bit now for Heber, down by 24. They know they're working the shot clock down again, but
behind the three-point line. Clinton's back in the 1-3-1 now with Emerton at the top, Hensley in the middle. Three-point shot, left wing, won't go, out of bounds. It belongs to the Yellow Jackets.
Good defense by Clinton. Heber took 28 seconds off the shot clock and had to settle for that kind of shot. So good defense by Clinton. Halfway through the third quarter. Jackets back at home at the arena. Be out there Tuesday night. They take on Little Rock Hall, and if you're over 40 years old, you probably never would have thought you would ever say Clinton and Little Rock Hall in the same sentence.
Hensley, good pass. Quick to Burgess. Top of the key. He's going to drive down into two defenders and draw the foul. Dawson Burgess to the free throw line.
Jackets 3 of 5 at the line. Check that. 3 of 5 at the line. Burgess hits the line here. He has 5 points on the night.
Dawson gets the first.
Yellow Jackets with 6 threes tonight. Still 2 behind Abigail Parks on total 3-pointers.
Dawson misses the second. Rebound to Heber.
Abigail, our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game Friday night, and she was the Joey Dobbs State Farm Insurance player of the week this week for the Yellow Jackets. So she's had quite a week.
3-point shot by the Panthers. I think blocked in the air by Widener. Zane across midcourt. And he's fouled from behind, out on the floor. And maybe the official says that foul was a little bit unnecessary. Talks to the Panther there. Make sure they want to keep this one under control and not get away from you on this 44-19 lead by the Yellow Jackets with 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think this could easily get a little bit chippy on the Heber Springs side if the officials don't stay right on top of it.
Inbounds pass to Emberton in the corner. He'll step down the baseline. Shot won't go. Widener with a rebound. The putback misses. A lot of traffic. Second putback misses. Knocked out of bounds. It belongs to Heber Springs.
Judson Smith back in his alma mater. So far, so good. Jackets lead 44-19. If you didn't miss the halftime interview of the girls' game, we had assistant coach Cody McKnight on. He did a great interview. He's assists both our junior and senior boys and head coach of our 7th grade teams and works with our baseball.
Ball kicked out of bounds by Carter Holland. Back to the Panthers. 3:01 to go in the third. Panthers going to drive inside, draw the defender, now back out behind the three-point line. Shot from the right wing, 3 is up, in and out, won't go. Emberton for the rebound. Up ahead to Widener, defense in front of him. whips it over to Carter Holland in the corner. His shot's up and good. Pretty pass, pretty shot, 47-19.
Kind of called it the secondary break. They got the ball quickly down the floor. Heber had 4 players back, so you don't really get the initial fast break. Zane ducked into the lane, drew the defense, and then kicked it, or as you said, whipped it into the corner to Carter Holland for a wide-open 3. You couldn't have ran the secondary break any better.
Panthers step out of bounds, turn it over. And the Yellow Jackets are just a couple of points away from a 30-point lead. Of course, we're still in the third quarter.
They have 6 players on the floor. And now we're back to 5.
Emerton, Widener, Holland, Hensley, and Burgess. Zane dribbles to the left. Swing it back to the right. Holland for 3. It's up. In and out. Won't go. Tipped around. Hensley has it. Pulls it out of there. He's going to turn. Spin strong. Off the glass. Won't go. Trying to get his own rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Heber Springs. Well, Russ really been playing strong the last few games. Got off to a good scoring start tonight.
Yeah, Russ with 7 points all in the first half.
Inbound the ball. Emerton catch and shoot 3 from the right wing. Good. Brody Emerton 50-19.
That's just too easy right there. Brody Emerton with a wide open look. He shoots a 3-pointer, almost like a free throw. Jackets by 31, and we're in the third quarter.
3-point attempt by the Panthers from the corner. Won't go. Offside rebound. Shot blocked out of bounds by Russ Hensley. Stops the clock at 1:30 in the third quarter. Inside foul call. 2 free throws upcoming for the Panthers. I think that'll be Zane Widener on the foul.
It'll be Eli Riggs. Only 3 points out. I think he was in double figures when these two teams played back in early December in Conway, but only 3 points tonight for Riggs. That's a different Clinton team than they saw back on December the 2nd. Last time these two teams played in Heber Springs, you got to go back to November the 20th of 2018. It was a 74-51 victory for Clinton back then. And let's say this is the first time they've met in a regular season game since 2019.
And the free throw up and in.
Jackets, as we said earlier, looking for their 7th straight victory over Heber in basketball. We already have 7 straight victories over Heber Springs in football.
Burgess in the lane. 2-pointer just short off the rim. And trying to come away with a rebound. Foul called on Clinton. 1:10 remaining in the third quarter. 50-21, the Yellow Jacket lead.
Big games next week. Little Rock Hall at home on Tuesday, and then we will start the second half of the season. We travel to Joe T. Robinson for a showdown next Friday night. Here we go.
Ball in the backcourt. Holland's got it. Oh, he goes for the dunk off the back of the rim. Had a defender near him. Rebound, miss. Emerton Burgess knocked out of his hands out of bounds. And boy, Carter Holland inspired by teammates.
Hope he's okay. He took a pretty hard spill. Russ Hensley got his first in-game dunk last Friday night at PA, and Carter Holland just about got his first Yellow Jacket dunk.
Only a 10th grader is Holland. Ball stolen away by Heber. Oh, swinging those elbows. Got to be careful. It's probably good he didn't touch anybody with that, or that might have been an offensive flagrant. Regardless, it's the Panther basketball. 40 seconds in the third quarter. Clinton leading 50-21. Long 3-point attempt. Won't go. Burgess, basketball, 25 seconds. Dawson, right side, got one defender. Burgess slides by him, avoids the contact, avoids the charge, and gets the bucket.
A great body control by Dawson Burgess as he went in, made his move, and slid to the left of the defender, avoided an offensive foul. Nice play by Dawson Burgess. He's got 8.
Shot won't go. Ball out of bounds. Keep it with Clinton.
Now, barring a shot with 9/10 of a second left, we're going to invoke the mercy rule in the fourth quarter. Jackets lead by 31.
And that'll do it. Third quarter comes to an end. Clinton extends their lead. Senior boys, it's the Yellow Jackets 52, the Heber Springs Panthers 21. A final 8 minutes under the sportsmanship rule. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. Our board-certified interventional cardiologists, specialized team, and innovative cardiovascular technology are here to provide the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
My colleague Jeff Hall back in the Panther den. Looks like it's going to be a sweep tonight for the Yellow Jackets. They lead by 31 as we head into the fourth quarter. The clock will run continuously here in the quarter. Heber Springs will score and draw a foul. That's Ty West. 52-23 now. Clock running at 7:30. We might have Coach Post jump in here with us before this game is over. He had some other duties at halftime. We didn't get him in. And Clinton has the basketball. Dylan Jones in the game. Ethan Biggs. Gus Scroggins. Liam Hudson's in the game now. And Titus Johnson for the Yellow Jackets. Ethan Biggs will take a three. And he knocks it down. Ethan has 5 points on the night. And the Yellow Jackets lead 55-23. Heber has the ball in the front court.
Under 7 to play in the ball game. Stolen away. Johnson has it to Dylan Jones. Where'd he go? We may have to grab him. He's got a lot of folks around him. Titus Johnson for a long three, just short off the front of the rim, out of bounds. Hey, let's bring in Coach Matthew Post. I'm going to let him call the fourth quarter with you. Call a little ball game, talk a little girls basketball, and tell folks about how this big night we've had thus far, as it will be coming to the end in the near future with a running clock.
And Coach Post is always a popular guy. He's really popular tonight. You beat Heber Springs, and you become really popular. And Heber's going to have the basketball, and now Clinton will take a timeout here, stopping the clock. Coach Judson Smith wants to talk to this new group that just come into the ball game. Jackets lead 55-23 if you just tuned in. Girls tonight win by a score of 64-52. That was a battle of undefeated teams for first place. Now the Yellow Jackets sit all alone in first place in the conference with a 5-0 record.
See, Joe.
Yep. Jackets, that game was tied at 27 at the half. In fact, Clinton trailed by 8 late in the second quarter, came back to tie it, and then outscored Heber in that third quarter 21-10 to lead 48-37 and went on to a 64-52 victory. And we're boys game now in the fourth quarter. Jackets lead by 32. We got head coach Matthew Post with us. Coach Post is always pretty popular, but on nights you beat Heber, you're really popular, Coach.
Hey, any day's a good day to beat Heber, and we're all about that. And I'm proud of our kids. They played hard, had a good week of practice, and like I said, you can beat Heber at Heber, man. It's like having a second birthday. It's awesome.
Talk about, I think that one of the key parts of the game is Heber drives and scores, and they'll draw the foul. About 2 minutes to go in the first half, Jackets trailed 27-19, but you went on an 8-0 run to tie it at the half, and then never looked back in the second half as you outscored them 21-10 in that third quarter. But what was the final 2 minutes of the first half like?
Yeah, and that's what we told them at halftime. We turned the defensive pressure up the last 2 minutes. I thought the 4 minutes before that, we kind of backed off a little bit, and we turned it back up, had an 8-0 run. Then we told them that, the second half, come out. You got all the momentum going into halftime. Come out the first 2 minutes, own those, keep the momentum, then don't let up. And that's exactly what we did. Played hard, got after them, and I'm really proud of our kids. And defensively, the defensive end won the game tonight. It
Yeah.
led to transition. It led to easy points, and they couldn't get shots and get good shots up. So I was really proud of her defense.
Yeah, you held their best athlete, Jaylee Hooten, to 2 points, and those came with 3 minutes to go in the game. Kinley Keith early on her, but then Sydney Standridge most of the game. What a great job of defense by Sydney Standridge.
Yeah, she did a fantastic job. She was physical. She was tough. She didn't let her go where she wanted to go. She was hitting her in the gut. When she tried to post up, she made her post up outside the lane. She did an absolutely unbelievable job and made a huge difference in the game.
Yeah, on the offense, too, talk about they basically played a box and one, really, on Reese McDonald, although it's kind of been a man-to-man, but sagging, but they were never left Reese. Got to give up something, and Abigail steps up and takes what they gave us, as she hit 8 threes, 26 points on the night for Abigail Parks.
Yeah, we all know she can shoot. Like when you have to guard her in practice, no one wants to guard her because you have to guard her way beyond the three-point line. And, they were junking up the defense on that. And anytime you junk something up, you're going to give up something big. And we know that a lot of times Abigail's going to be open, Sydney Katie's going to be open on the block. And Abigail may on pay for leaving her open tonight.
Yeah, she was unbelievable tonight. Shooting the three ball, ended up with 26 points, had 4 threes last Friday night at PA and 8 tonight, just 2 away from the state record at 10, also held by Clinton's very own Chelsea Bradley back in 2010.
Well, we're trying to get to that at some point. I think she's going to have a good chance to get to it. She's probably going to be guarded pretty closely Tuesday night.
This film may get out there, so you'll have to maybe adjust a little bit, but that'll leave somebody else open too.
Yeah, and that's what I've always said. We've got a really good team. We've got a bunch of really good individual players that they know their role, they know what they're good at, and they do what they can to help the team. And, that's a lot to say about our kids. They're unselfish. They play to win, and I'm super proud of them.
I think like Reese McDonald, they were trying to take her out of the ball game, so she does other things to help the team. Still chips in 13, but she can able to distribute the ball and play defense.
If you're having a bad night shooting or you can't get the basketball, there's other ways to impact the game, rebounding, sprinting the court, talking on defense, getting deflections, being a great teammate. And that's what they all did it. Our bench was fantastic tonight. Some didn't play as much as they usually do, and they were great teammates. They were engaged. They were ready to go in. And super proud of this team. Really starting to come together and play really good basketball in a good time of the year.
I think playing the tough schedule helped, too, because this big crowd, this is the biggest crowd all year for Heber Springs. And big crowd, they were focusing on this game. They brought out the band. But after playing Springdale Harbor, North Little Rock, Rogers, Van Buren, Russellville, I don't think this was no big deal for us tonight.
No, we played a tough schedule for this reason. We want to win a conference championship. We want to win a regional championship. We want to make a run at state. And to do that, you've got to play teams that are better than you, that are tougher than you. You've got to play in atmospheres that are tough. And that's what this team has done. Hasn't been easy, but they've learned along the way, and we've had fun along the way to do it. And super proud of this team. It's paid off. It's been tough. Early practices. Maybe I'm probably not their favorite person some days, but I couldn't be more proud of them. They're tough, and they're going to win at anything they do in life. But I love to watch them win basketball games, too.
And, when tonight there'll be a few places where Heber made some runs, and if you hadn't played really a tough schedule, it'd be easy for a team to panic on the road. But they've seen everything, especially those seniors now. That's now 65 wins for those seniors in their career.
You see a lot of runs. Now, I always say there's 3 big runs in a basketball game. If you can win 2 of them, you're going to win 90% of the time. And we won 2 of the big runs tonight. And I was just super proud of them. We don't back down. We keep fighting. And we know it's a long game. It's a 4-quarter game. And like I said, we played Atkins over at Russellville, got down 16, 18-2. We don't back down. Just keep fighting, chip away, because we know we can get back into the game.
Well, the Yellow Jackets now control their own destiny. We now kind of have the upper hand in the conference race. Talk about that. We still got a road trip to Boxsack coming up in a few weeks. And we got Heber now coming back to Yellow Jacket Arena in February.
Yeah, we've got Little Rock Hall Tuesday night at home, and that's our next game. We're one game at a time. We want to be the best we can be Tuesday night, and that's what I told them tonight. I said, I don't care if we win or lose. It's how we play. Play our best basketball game. Play our best basketball game, and if we win, that's awesome. If we lose and play well, that's fine. And that's what we want to do Tuesday night. Be the best we can be, then be the best we can be Friday night at Joe T, and then get ready to go beat Boxside.
I think you'll be a little bit excited. We found out yesterday that Clinton's going to be hosting the regional tournament.
Oh, you betcha, man. We've got the best community in the state. I don't think that's even an opinion. I think that's a fact at this point. Our community shows up week in, week out in any sport. And like I said, I'm happy for our community to get the regional. I'm also happy for our kids to get a chance to compete to win a regional at home. And I know our students are going to show up, our community is going to show up, because we've got the best administration around, and they do so much to support us and support our kids.
And I think again tonight, I think we had Heber outnumbered in fans.
Yeah, we expect that. We know we're going to outnumber them. And like I said, we're a sports town, and our support's just unmatched, and our kids work hard, and they deserve it.
Well, going to give them a couple days off, Coach, or what's the upcoming plans?
Oh, we're just get back. We're practice Monday.
5:30?
No, I'm sleeping in Monday.
He's getting soft here.
I'm ready to sleep in. I like to sleep in, believe it or not. But we're practice Monday afternoon. Yeah. Get ready to go win a ball game Tuesday. We finally get to play at home. I feel like we haven't played a game at home in months.
Yep.
So we'll be juiced and ready to go Tuesday night at home.
The friendly confines of Yellow Jacket Arena.
Oh, that's nowhere better.
It'll be should have a great crowd there Tuesday night. It's a great crowd here on the road, and we'll look forward to get back home on Tuesday.
And Tuesday night, come on out. We're supporting our police, local police, and fire. We're going to honor them in the second half of the boys' game, give them a T-shirt and thank them. So come on out so we can thank our policemen and firemen. It's kind of a thankless job at times, and it's a tough job nowadays. So we really appreciate what they do. So come out and support them Tuesday night.
Yeah, it's a great cause. I hadn't mentioned that earlier tonight, but police and fire Tuesday night. Come on out. You'll see a couple of great ball games, have a great meal at the Hive, but also honor those guys that keep us safe and protected in Van Buren County.
Yeah, shout out to our SROs on campus. They do a fantastic job. They support our kids. They love our kids, and we couldn't have better SROs on all three of our campuses.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Heber's kind of closed the gap now to 55-42, only 44 seconds left in this one. Starters back on the floor for Clinton to kind of finish this one off. Jackets led by as many, I think it's 32 at one point in this one.
And like I said, Coach Smith, man, he's done a fantastic job. He's brought energy, excitement, and our boys, man, they're fun to watch. They get after it. They play on the rim, above the rim, and they're fun to watch. I'm pumped for them.
Yeah, it's a big game for them on Tuesday night as they in sole possession of second place, one game behind Little Rock Christian, so you got to keep winning. And they got two big ones next week, the Little Rock Hall and Pulaski Robinson. As the clock winds down here.
Man, as I always say, it's a great day to be a Yellow Jacket. And it's going to be a good weekend.
Well, that's the head coach. That's Coach Matthew Post. Come out to the arena Tuesday night. Yellow Jackets back in action, and they are on a roll.
And we appreciate, you and Jeff, all you guys do for our kids and support our kids. One of the best broadcasts in the state.
We appreciate that. And your mom and dad brought us cookies.
Hey, you can't beat that.
Those
are some of the best cookies
around. That's the coach. The Yellow Jackets sweep tonight. The boys win by a score of 55-42. And we'll be back for the wrap-up show. You're listening to Yellow Jacket basketball on Q92.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Nobody has sold more Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram vehicles than the Landers family. If you're looking for a hassle-free, stress-free buying experience, then Cowboy Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Clinton is your place to shop. If you want to pay too much, buy somewhere else. If you want the car deal you've always waited for, Cowboy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Clinton is your place to shop. It's quick and easy. Jump online at cowboycdjr.com or give us a call at 501-745-5333. Cowboy up or you'll pay too much.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Hey, Mike Hawley back here at the Panther Den. A happy night, as Coach Post says. A great day to be a Yellow Jacket as the Yellow Jackets sweep tonight Heber Springs, which makes it even better. I got Principal Tim Smith with me here tonight. Talk about this great crowd tonight that came across the lake.
You know what? I believe, and I don't believe, I know that as far as adults are concerned, we have more here. They had a great student section, which when they come over to Clinton, we always have a great student section, no matter who's in the house. But, great crowd. I had to park like a mile away and walk in. So
it was an early crowd, and even if the girls tipped off, they were still walking in.
Oh, yeah. It didn't fill up until about halfway through the girls' game. But when they missed the first half of that one, they missed a good one. But it is a great night to be a Jacket.
It was a great night for Yellow Jacket basketball, and it's great to be all the way around at Clinton High School, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, everything is going so far so good. So enjoying the second semester, 2 weeks in, and right now everything is going very, very well. Got a lot of stuff coming up. We got Beta and FBLA and FFA competitions next week, state convention in Beta, so it's nonstop.
Is everything a little bit better when the football and basketball wins?
It makes
around high school.
The environment is so much better. Football kind of sets the tone, so we had a great year there, and now we're rolling into basketball, and both teams are playing very, very well. So, yeah, the environment is much better, the atmosphere is much better, and it leads into a great year.
Well, we need everybody out Tuesday night. Little Rock Hall comes to Yellow Jacket Arena Tuesday night, so we need everybody out and those students.
Yes, we need to, our student section the last couple of games have been excellent. So we want to continue that, and the closer we get to the end of the year with Heber rolling into town, and then, we got a big event on the 29th. Isn't it the 29th with the senior girls team from?
Yes, the 1999 Lady Yellow
that
Jackets.
Group. We have a big night for them. So.
Yeah, we're going to honor them with a reunion, and that they had the all-time season record until last year. Coach Post and the girls broke the record with 31 wins, and of course there's 2 mothers and 2 daughters.
Yes.
And you can't forget Gus Scroggins. His mother was on that team.
That's right.
So
and I'm sure you saw him, and Coach Cooper was here tonight in attendance.
He was,
so.
yeah. And Ralph Blagg was back with us tonight. And Ralph's been in a lot of games over the years. Good to see him out tonight.
They were reminiscing about a regional game here where they beat Gosnell 95-84 in girls.
Yes, it was something. It was one of those third place. I guess was a third place game. I'm trying to remember now. I was here, and it was up and down, and
that's a lot of points.
And Logan Blagg had 33 points for Clinton, and they had a girl about 6'1" that was really mobile and could run the floor, and we never could stop her until she finally fouled out with about 3 minutes to go. So
that would have been a fun one to watch, especially when you win 95-84. It is a lot of
Tuesday
points.
night, we're going to honor the police and fire in
That's right.
Van Buren County, that's one thing everybody want to come out on Tuesday night, including our very own Clinton High School Police Department.
That's right. All 3 of those guys will be there, and then all the first responders and fire and police want to get them all there and recognize them. The senior girls are doing that, and so they're an important part of our community, and we want to recognize those men and women.
I'm not sure how many high schools in the state or school districts that actually have their own police force, and we have 3 great guys that do that, and the kids seem to all like them also.
They're just a normal part of the faculty, and they eat lunch with the kids, they hang out with the kids, and at the same time protecting them, and they got great plans in place for us, and it's just a great environment, and it just makes everyone feel safer with those 3 guys being there at all times, and and at ball games, and a lot of times they come on the road games and stuff like that. So David Hess and John Ayers and Kenny Dunham, 3 great guys. So we're going to recognize them, and also all the other ones in the county.
Hey, before I let you go, we got the good news yesterday from the AAA. We're going to host the regional tournament. I'm sure anybody out there wants to donate things or sponsor things, that we'll be definitely glad to take that.
Smith is awesome.
That was Phillip Jones, by the way.
Yes, we're going to have our first meeting about it next week. We did get the regional tournament, and we're very excited about that. So we'll have a first meeting, so we'll be reaching out to community members. And the main thing is, it's going to bring people to the community. But we have the northeast part of the state coming to us. So Blytheville, Brooklyn, places like schools like that. And not only what a community, it's going to be some great basketball.
Yes.
Both the girls and the boys are very, very, the regions are going to be very, very tough. And Blytheville boys are the number one team overall in the state of Arkansas. And they're a 4A. They're number one over state. They beat North Little Rock the other night. So very, very, very talented team. So we're looking forward to just a great week of basketball.
Yeah, if you're a basketball fan in the area, you could get 4 straight days of great basketball. Come out for that to be at the end of February.
Yes.
When we have that. And we always, every time we have a state tournament or regional, we always get such great feedback from the visitors that come to Clinton. So we want to keep that going.
When we went to the meeting the other day, there was a couple of people who was there 2 years ago, the state tournament coaches and athletic directors, and they all come up and told us, hey, 2 years ago was a great job. It was a Class Act tournament, and we're glad y'all got the regional. So we'll put on another good one with the help of everyone in the community. We don't just do it. I mean, it takes the whole community to put on a great tournament, and so we're looking forward to it at the end of February.
Yeah, it's definitely teamwork between the school and the community, and I'm not sure I've ever been around a better school and community than Clinton. That the town loves that school.
Yep.
Well, Jeff Hall says we got to get a player of the game. I might get Coach Smith's input here. Brody Emerton led us with 17 points.
Well, I would say Brody be the player of the game. And what he's so tough at is the top of that 1-3-1 defense. Yep. He's so long and with his hands and his feet. I don't know what Pulaski Academy y'all talked about the other night. How many balls did he kick?
Yeah, they kicked 9 balls.
9 balls.
And if you notice tonight, Heber was trying to screen him in a zone. You don't see a whole lot of screens against zones, and they were trying to screen him out of the way.
Yeah, so he's a difference maker at the top of that zone.
A lot of respect.
And just so smooth and get to the hole and shoot the three. And it seems like anytime we need a bucket, he goes and gets us one. So,
well, if the principal says something, it's so. So I'm going to go with the principal says Brody Emerton, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, player of the game. And we want